back then.
Right.
You know, it's like St. Louis. No. Shit.
You should always guess Canadian, right?
I suppose. Toronto. They were
the first to do it.
The comebacker
In 1942.
Okay. Toronto. They say always guess Canadian teams over.
Not always. Not in this case. Not in the.
Toronto over Chicago.
No.
Yeah.
More east. I think.
Yeah.
Not much east.
You think?
A little more east. Not much.
Buffalo.
No, not that much east.
Who's slightly east?
North. Maybe just north.
North of Chicago?
No, north. Yeah. Maybe west. I don't know. Geography 101, fellas.
Fail.
Maybe west.
No, just east.
Just east.
And a little north.
That's the Great Lakes.
There you go. All right. So, who's the obvious now?
Detroit.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so
there you go.
Detroit blew it against
Toronto
in 42.
42.
Yeah. The other one, I have no idea.
You were right with New York.
Oh, okay.
But the Islanders, not the Rangers.
Islanders.
33 years later, so if I do my math right, carry the one.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah, 75.
Yeah.
75.
On 75, the Islanders came
Over a storied franchise as well.
back. Montreal.
No.
Not that storied, I guess.
They had 2 stars for a while. Just 2, though.
Oh, Pittsburgh?
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was the Islanders over the Penguins.
Islanders over the Penguins. Yeah. I think it is. I mean, okay, hockey.
Well, no, I know. But you got the first one. You got the Flyers over the Bruins, which is kind of what.
No, I'm not making excuses.
going for.
I'm trying to explain why it's happened more in hockey than in other sports. I think it's because hockey's had the 7-game series in all rounds for longer. I think you look at like the numbers, like 100 and something hockey teams that fell behind 3-0 in a series, but only like 35 baseball teams have, because they didn't have an extensive playoff system. So
No, that makes sense. Now that segment's dead. Let's talk about.
I knew it wasn't the Sharks. Flying Sharks.
We're talking about
Stop
flying
again?
I don't know.
It's moving, but it's skipping.
It's moving. I think it's just slowing down.
Yeah. Running out of juice.
So speaking of dead segments, we wanted to I guess it's not honor but acknowledge a career of a musical artist, the disco queen, and I don't know, maybe Art could elaborate a little bit on it, maybe not. If you just want to read that, you can. But I just want to acknowledge that she did pass this past week and lost a battle with cancer. But as a child, listened to a lot of her music. My mother was a big fan. So Donna Summer, Queen of Disco. She wasn't really hip on that, on being the Queen of Disco. She didn't like that. She figured she was more gospel, jazz, any kind of other music than disco.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of people got as a music nerd especially with the 70s, because that's kind of what I was born into. I mean, a lot of people that was the sound of the time, and people rolled with it because that's what all the producers were producing. And if you had the chops and you could sing those songs, you're like, well, hell with it. I'll show up and I'll sing a couple disco songs and see how it goes. And then when that's over, I'll go sing something else. But then once you get lumped in with something, and then, of course, that may have been one of the earlier cases of counterculture. Once people got tired of disco, it was like, well, if you had anything to do with disco, you were just up a creek.
Right.
And it probably happened worse to some other people other than Donna Summer, but she was definitely one of those people that got caught up in it. So, but it took a while to get back out of it, but she did.
Yeah, and that deeply religious. That's another thing. A lot of her songs were sexual in a sense. she wanted to remove the disco part and that about herself, and she actually released in a memoir in 2003 called "The Ordinary Girl: The Journey." She revealed that the height of her run was weighted down by depression, and she actually did consider suicide, jumping from a hotel window. There are better options, but it was the 70s, so maybe they weren't thinking it through. And I'm glad she didn't, and continued her career. She still has yet to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I guess goes back to
being part of disco.
to not being right. She released an album as recent as 2008, titled Crayons. I don't know.
No, I didn't download it. No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know.
We'll know that. But she's gonna play us out. She'll be missed, even though we didn't see Crayons, but we do love a lot of her older songs and a lot of the stuff that she. This was the music we listened to growing up, I think. So because our mothers listened to it in the car, and so she's gonna play us out. That's it for tonight's. We exceeded last week's even by about 18 minutes. So we're again exceeding
but
our expectations.
Not per person, you know.
Right. So personal shout outs or goodbyes. We're glad, overjoyed really to have the third member in the house at the North Estate Studios, where it feels whole now. So we'll get back at you after the holiday weekend or sometime following the holiday weekend. Probably be a Monday or Tuesday instead of the Sunday. But
hey, in the meantime, enjoy yourself. Get out there and get by some water or eat a rib or do whatever you like doing on Memorial Day. Like hide and don't do anything. Like you're gonna have an extra day.
that's what he's gonna do. That's why he's
yeah.
He's
preparing us for this. That's why he's saying that. Yeah.
Where's Art?
I'm gonna try to hang out with my lady. So yeah, that would be called hiding, I guess, if y'all want to call it that. But
that's what we've been calling it. So we'll call it that.
Don't judge me. I love her.
Hiding what? Wow.
That was I love her. I love her. I heard that.
That's real.
That's new information.
Go see Avengers if you haven't yet. You slackers.
Yeah, do that.
Right, to rehash what
Yes.
we said. All right, y'all. Good night, y'all. Donna, play us out.